Howdy, howdy, folks. It is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to our Nascar Diecast review. Today we have, well, a paint scheme so good that it was designed for the Coca-Cola 600, and they happened to brought it back like 2 or 3 different times throughout the season. That's how cool this livery is. It is officially the HendrickCars.com Salutes Camaro, and wow, is this a cool looking paint scheme. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check it out. Alrighty, folks, we're out of the good old box and check out this diecast, fellas. This is so cool. Patriotic Kyle Larson livery, easily the best one I have seen, and wow. I mean, the pattern on this paint scheme is incredible. The vertical stripes, the sideways lettering, just the transitions with the blue and the dark blue. It's just, what a well-done paint scheme, guys. This thing is really, really cool. And, of course, it has that Patriotic banner on there. A lot of people are going to like that. But, you know what's great about this paint scheme is that since they ran it at non-patriotic races, I think they run it like maybe Kansas or Michigan or something like that, you could easily customize this car, swap out the front windshield, swap out the wheels, and make this a normal primary paint scheme. You could do whatever you want with it. That's the beauty of some of these paint schemes here, guys. But wow, what a cool looking diecast. Again, HendrickCars.com. This is so neat. You have the light blue transition to the dark blue with the kind of a sideways HendrickCars.com logo, which I love that. It just looks so cool, man. The front of the car, you have these like red canards, perhaps. Maybe that's what you would call them. Who knows? Hendrick Motorsports there. Sunoco, number 5. Love that. That looks very clean. He nearly won the 600 if it wasn't for a certain someone, which I can't blame him. But it's a shame that he didn't win it, though, because, I mean, he should have easily went back-to-back. And, oh, by the way, this wheel's a little bit wonky, Jaw. You can see that thing. Yeah, this one needs to be customized because that wheel's a little bit crooked. That's unfortunate. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive into this side panel here. Of course, pick this one up from our friends at Circle B Diecast. You can too. You can save on shipping with that promo code. Feel free to use it. Don't have to. Use code Diecastbuffet for any orders, $30 or more. So looking at the paint scheme design here, it's genius, man. It really is. You have the white number with the blue lettering, a very unique, modern, sharp angle patriotic design. Not the same run-of-the-mill paint schemes that we usually see. Completely unique. Got Larson there. Got your race win sticker from Fontana. Akron's, Exalta, Cincinnati Industries, Freightliner, Mac Tools, and Simeon's. Valvoline, hiring veterans. Get NASCAR Salutes, Goodyear Cup Series. And on the wheels, it's really hard to read it because it's very blurry, unfortunately. But I believe it says Honor and Salute, I think, or Remember, something like that. Like, it's almost ineligible. I mean, you can't even... Honor and Remember is what I'm going to go with. But so the caboose of this diecast. Now, check this out. So the Camaro wording is not dark black. It's actually, it looks like a dark gray. Is that true? If that's true, that is a really nice touch. I believe it is, fellas. So you got that. An extremely dark blue number 5, which looks pretty cool. Get the the red, white, and blue color palette all across this paint scheme. I mean, it's so unique. I can't remember a Patriotic car looking like this one ever, and that's what makes it so cool. Got Valvoline there. Got your your spoiler pop rivet design, which is such a cool detail they did for 2022. You're the right side of this diecast. What a great looking paint scheme. I mean, it really is. It was so loved by the fans that they decided to run it 2 different times, I think, after the 600. And I can't blame them. It's just that cool of a paint scheme. Like, in real reality, you could make this a primary car if you really wanted to, and I don't think anybody would complain. I really don't. Go to the roof of the car, you have, once again, the white number 5 with that very thin red outlining to it, which is always a nice touch, and you can just see how the blue just continues to get darker and darker. Then it gets right here with the bright white text. Looks very, very good. And these little red stripes on the C-pillars that go to the back of the car as well. Larson on the rear windshield, and HendrickCars.com, once again, on the deck lid. Very, very cool looking paint scheme. It's a shame he didn't win it, though. That would have been a... Could you imagine this paint scheme? Victory Lane raced version, coated in confetti. Oh my gosh, that would have been so cool. Larson had a very up and down season. You know, he started off with a big win at Fontana, right? And then it just kind of just, I wouldn't say average, because average for Kyle Larson is like winning once every 3 months, which most drivers never win a cup race to begin with. So I don't think that's very accurate. But compared to his 2021 dominance, it was certainly not up to code. But back around Watkins Glen, when he got that win there, it started to really heat up, so to speak. And man, that debacle at the Roval really cost him, because he screws up at the Roval, right? Or he hits the wall or whatever. And then he gets eliminated. Goes to Las Vegas, gets taken out, which was a crazy situation. And then he goes back the next week and wins Homestead. And if he didn't get eliminated at the Roval, he would have won Homestead and been in the Final Four. I don't think he would have won the championship, because Chase Elliott was nowhere near to be found most of the race. I think the 5 car would have lacked speed as well. I think just Hendrick just didn't have the speed. But I think the 5 car would have had a much better chance than Ross Chastain at winning the Phoenix finale. So who knows? He could have went back to back, but it is NASCAR history. What do y'all think about this paint scheme, guys? I look forward to reading your comments down below. Feel free to leave them down below. And we got some really cool paint schemes coming up. I'll show a few of those here. Like, you know, maybe Larson's Darlington throwback, another race I wish he would have won. He had engine troubles, I think, that day. You got arguably the best looking Bubba Wallace paint scheme I've ever seen, the Columbia 2022 paint scheme. He ran this at the Dirt Bristol race, and man, this car is so retro, dude. I love it. I love it. Great looking paint scheme. And how can we forget our Ryan Blaney fans out there? This is another paint scheme that was ran at the 600. You could tell, obviously, by the front windscreen. But, wow, what a upgrade for the body armor edge paint scheme. So much better than last year. And then, how about a Daniel Suarez Tootsie's car? The beautiful, beautiful paint scheme. Not the one that was botched. And, of course, Wave 6, I think it was. Wave 6, Wave 4. I lost count at this time of all these botched waves. They've made so many of them for 2022. But, hey, man, with these Gold Series cars, you can't go wrong. Most of the time, you know, you get them in very good condition, or you get one that has a goofy wheel, which, truth be told, it actually still rolls perfectly fine. Like, real talk, it actually rolls pretty fine. So, if you're you know, trying to roll it around, it's perfectly fine. It's not going to be an issue with that. But anyways, that's all for now, fellas. If you can, please give the video a huge thumbs up. I hope to see you in the next NASCAR Diecast video. That's all for now, guys. Diecastbuffet, signing off.